Hi everyone, this is Jennifer from Breath of Life Acupuncture and Wellness. Today's class will be about finding balance. So of course today we're going to be doing balancing poses in yoga, which you can make an argument that almost every pose is a balancing pose. But we're going to do a little bit more of a challenging practice in regards to our balance, standing on one leg and then the other, one hand or arm and then the other. And we'll move through this gently with our breath. So the reason that I like to do yoga practices like this is because when I feel out of balance in my life, it's really hard sometimes to find that groundedness, that rootedness again. So especially in what we're going through right now for our lives, there's a lot of anxiety. Things aren't as they used to be. So this lends itself to becoming imbalanced. And so we're always trying to find this state of centeredness or home base that we can come back to that will allow us to become calm, centered, and peaceful. So that will be the intention behind this practice. And as always, we begin with the breath. So take a moment and settle into a comfortable sitting position for you, whether that's on a block or 2 blocks or on a few pillows. Just come to a seat that's comfortable for you. Legs crossed in front of you if you can. But again, just get to any place of sitting that feels good. Allow the hands to rest somewhere in front of you, either resting on your thighs or gently turned upwards, palm over palm. And close the eyes. Allow the sitting bones to settle into the floor. Allow the spine to lengthen from the tailbone all the way up and out through the crown of the head, as the shoulders relax and soften down to the floor. The eyes soften. They're gently closed. And the gaze is focused forward at the eyelids. So even with the eyes closed, when our sympathetic nervous system, our fight or flight is turned on, we have a hard time settling our eyes. So they want to move back and forth or up and down. So try to allow the eyes to just focus straight ahead at your closed eyelids. Perhaps you'll see some colors or lights flicker and dance across the screens of your eyelids. That's okay. Just don't judge it. Just sit here and watch. And allow the breath to come and go out of the nostrils. With each inhale, we gently allow the air to flow into our bodies, fueling every cell with oxygen. And with each exhale, we gently release the breath, letting it go, softening into the present moment, relaxing something a little bit more in our bodies that we may have been holding on to unintentionally. And as you sit here, gently following the breath in and out, with each exhale, you grow calmer, more relaxed, more soft, yet there's a subtle alertness as well, an awareness, a focus of attention. And allow this breath, this gentle inflow and outflow of air, to become your home base. It's the gentle of the breath that you want to move through with each pose, regardless of how challenging it may be. Oftentimes we can recognize that a pose is challenging because our breath will change. It will become more shallow. It will become faster. Or if it's a relaxation pose, it will become slower and deeper. Neither is good or bad, right or wrong. It's just something that we're able to notice. So with your gentle seated posture to begin with, this breath, this gentle inflow and outflow, allow that to be the midline of the two extremes. And so this is where you're going to want to come back to. Allow the breath to flow in and out with your attention one more time in this posture. And at the base of your next exhale, gently open the eyes, take in the colors of your surroundings, and slowly meet me standing in Tadasana pose. So allow the feet to be hips width distance apart and parallel. And allow the spine to be nice and straight. Pull the low belly gently in and up towards the heart. Relax the shoulders. Palms face open to the front of the room. And take a moment and just gently lean your body to the left leg. So the weight becomes more on the left leg than the right. And now switch sides. Lean more to the right than the left. So there's more pressure on the right leg. And then come back into center. And then slowly try to get a sense if you are still tending to bear more weight towards the right leg or the left leg. And then try to bring balance into both legs. So equal pressure between the right and left leg. And we'll do that same thing for the feet. So go ahead and lift all 10 toes up off of the floor. And see how this allows the weight to be distributed more evenly through the feet. So you should feel a nice equal weight between the heel of the foot and the front of the foot. And the arches lift up away from the floor. Good. And then spread the toes, place them back onto the mat. And on your next inhale, reach the arms up over your head, look up. And exhale, forward fold. Knees bend as much as they need to here. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And exhale, fold forward, knees bend. Root down through the feet, rise. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, palms to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Big stretch up. And then exhale, we swan dive for the floor, bending at our hips, leading with our heart. Fold forward, knees bend as much as they need to here. Inhale, lift halfway up, hands to shins. Exhale, fold gently forward. Root down through the feet, pull low belly in and up, and rise all the way up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, palms to heart center. Last time, inhale, palms reach up to the sky. And exhale, gently fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. This time you hang forward. Relax the weight of the head, soften the jaw. Maybe shake the head yes or no to allow the neck to fully release here. Close the eyes and focus on your breath. Breathing gently here, in and out. Good. On your next exhalation, root down through the feet. And then inhale, rise all the way back up to standing. Good. Exhale, palms to heart center. And take a big step out on your mat. Toes face the front of the room. And on your next inhalation, interlace the hands back behind your back. Lift up, arch the spine, chin lifts, heart lifts. And then exhale, gently begin to fold forward. Hands slowly come up and over. Good. And again, it's the beginning of our practice today, so knees bend as much as they need to here. Good. Folding forward, relaxing the weight of the head, softening the jaw. Good. Release the hands, bring them out in front of you. Place both hands in the center of the body on the floor, and then on your next inhalation, leave the left palm down, lift the right arm up into the sky, twist. If it's comfortable for your neck, gaze up at the palm, lift it up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, gently fold lower down. Opposite side, right hand roots into the floor in the center of the body. Inhale, lift and rotate. Left palm reaches high into the sky. Arms straight. Gaze, if it's comfortable for your neck, is up at the hand lifted. Good. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, gently fold forward once again. Root down through the feet. Bring the hands towards your waist. Pull your low belly in and up. Lift the shoulders up away from the floor so that the shoulder blades hug towards the spine. And then inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Good. Exhale, turn your right toes out to the right side of the room. Lift the palms up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring them out to the side. Both legs stay straight here. Shift gently forward at the hips and lower the right hand down to the right shin. Triangle pose. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Pull your low belly in and up. And sense the energy at the feet moving up from the ground into your feet, up both legs, up into the pelvic bowl, and then out through your whole spine. Good. Take one more breath in and out here. On your next exhale, gently bend the right leg and float back up towards standing, legs straight. Inhale, palms come up towards the center. Toes shift back towards parallel. And then you shift the left toes, rotate them out to the left side of the room. Arms come open to the side once again. Take a nice inhale here with both legs straight. Shift your hips gently forward. And then bring the left hand down to the left shin. Right arm reaches high to the sky. Pull the low belly in and up. And then once again, bring your attention to your feet. Feel the feet rooting into the earth. And then the energy from the earth, the ground beneath us, flows into our feet, up our legs, into our pelvic bowl, all the way up our spine and out through the crown of the head. Good. Take one more inhale and exhale right where you are. On your next exhale, gently bend the left leg. Inhale, lift all the way up to standing. Good. Relax the hands by your sides. Turn both feet to face parallel. And then meet me back at the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, plant the hands, step back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Pull your low belly in and up. And on your next inhalation, lift onto your toes. And slowly begin to try to lower your heels towards the floor. They may not reach the floor, but that's the direction that they're aiming. So you feel a nice stretch through the back of the legs. Again, nothing too intense. Bend the knees if you need to here. Good. Take one more inhale and exhale here. And then on your next inhale, float forward into plank pose. Pause here. Make sure that you're in a nice position in plank so that your shoulders are directly underneath your wrists. The feet are about 6 to 12 inches apart, depending on your own size. And your low belly is pulling in and up. And you're really rooting through the palms of the hands, so you're pressing into the floor nice and strongly. Good. Find your balance here. And then gently begin to rotate on to your left hand, and the outside of your left foot. Lift your right arm up. So this is option number 1. Feet are stacked. If you need more balancing help here, the top foot comes out in front of you and acts as a little kickstand. So find the sensation that feels the best for you, the most stable. And then you find your balance. Pull your low belly in and up. Root down through the hand into the floor. Gaze up at your arm lifted towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, gently lower down. Good. Bring the knees to the floor and rest, child's pose. Take a few breaths here. The forehead comes to the mat. The arms can stay stretched out in front of you for a little bit more of an active version, or the hands come back along your sides. Good, and reconnect with your breath. Recall the breath that you experienced at the beginning of this class. Allow the breath to come back into a nice neutral state. When you're ready, reach your arms out in front of you one more time if they're not already there. And inhale, come on up to all fours. Tuck the toes, stretch back, downward facing dog. Good, we'll move to the opposite side. First, we move forward into plank pose. We feel the rootedness of our hands into the floor, so press both hands into the floor. Pull the low belly in and up so the core is nice and strong. And then once again, slowly rotate onto the right hand and the outer right foot. Stack the feet. Gaze up at the palm. Good, and remember your other option. If you need a kickstand, take your left leg, top leg, make a little kickstand. Good. Still root that hand down into the floor. Pull the low belly in and up. Rotate up towards the sky. Take one more full inhale here. And then exhale, gently lower that hand towards the floor. Unwind. Bring the knees to the floor. Rest. Child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Again, finding center, finding your home base, giving yourself the opportunity to relax and soften. When you're ready, come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes, lift back, downward facing dog. Good, and we're going to repeat the same series one more time. This time we're going to try to lift our top leg off the floor. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So inhale forward into plank, strong core, root through the hands. Again, rotate onto the left hand and the outer right foot. Again, kickstand if you need it. Lift the right arm up towards the sky. Good, so if you're kickstanding, you'll really root down through the left leg and see if you can lift your right foot up. If your legs are stacked, straight, you do the same thing. Good, find the balance. A little shaking is healthy, natural. Take one more inhale. Then exhale, lower down. Good job. Knees come to the floor. Child's pose, rest. Breathe in and out here, soften. Maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth with a nice sigh. One more time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good. Come back through all fours, gently. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Good. Last side plank of the day, I promise. Take a nice inhale, roll forward into high plank, root down through the hands into the floor, pull low belly in and up, and then shift. Outer right foot, right hand. Stack the legs or make your kickstand. It doesn't matter. Either way, go ahead and try to lift that left leg up off the floor or that left foot. Good. Steady the gaze. Don't let the eyes wander all over the room. Pick a spot and focus on it. It will always help you balance. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, unwind. Come back down. Child's pose. Relax. Get a few more breaths in and out here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time. Inhaling. And exhale. Good. Reach the arms out in front of you if they're not already there. Inhale, come back onto all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky, down dog splits. And then exhale, step it through very gently to low lunge. So the back toes stay tucked under here. Take a few breaths. Really feel the feet grounding into the floor. Lift your hips gently up away from the floor. And then inhale, arms reach up over the head. Good. Take a nice inhale and exhale here. Really feel the feet contacting the earth. And on your next exhale, gently step the back foot in a little closer to the front foot. Shift your weight forward, slowly straighten the front leg, come into warrior three. Good. Balance here on the right leg, nice and strong. Allow the eyes to focus on the floor in front of you gently. Straighten the back leg. Flex your back foot. Toes point directly at the floor. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, lower the hands to the floor. Keep lifting that back leg all the way up high towards the ceiling, standing splits. Option one is to stay here with both hands on the floor. Option two is to allow the right hand to come to the right ankle. Option three, both hands come to the right ankle. Balance. Focus on your breath. Steady the eyes. Take one more inhale here. Exhale. Both hands to the floor. If they're not already there, allow the foot to come to the floor. Forward fold. Good. Interlace the hands to the outer elbows. Ragdoll. Rock gently back and forth, side to side. Allow the weight of the head to soften. Good. Release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, root the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take a few gentle cleansing breaths here. And breathe in a way that feels best to you, either in and out through the nose, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth and the sigh. Whatever feels good to you. On your next inhalation, root down through the hands and lift your left leg high into the sky, down dog splits. Good. Take a moment, pause here, really root through the hands. Then exhale, gently come forward into high lunge. Try to land as gently as you can with that front foot. Good. Take a moment and ground down through the feet. Spread the toes of the front foot. Gently lift the hips up away from the floor, engaging your core just slightly. And then inhale, rise all the way up, high lunge. Left leg forward. Breathe here, steady the gaze. Again, feel the foundation of the feet on the floor beneath you. And when you're ready, gently step that back leg slightly forward on your sticky mat. Hinge forward, begin to straighten the front leg and launch gently into Warrior 3. Good, breathe here, focus the gaze, steady the breath. Flex the toes of the back foot so the toes are pointing straight towards the earth. The arms lift up by your ears, take one more inhale. And then exhale, begin to bend forward, hands come to the floor. Right leg lifts high into the sky, down dog splits. Good, take a few breaths here. Be glad you're not having to talk through the series of poses. It's a little bit more difficult when you have to talk. Good, so option 1, stay here with the hands on the floor. Option 2, left hand comes to the left ankle. Option 3, right hand also comes to the ankle. Balance. Focus your gaze, soften the breath. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Good, take one more inhale here. And then exhale, hands release to the floor if they're not already there. Right leg comes down to meet the left foot. Ragdoll, fold forward. Relax the weight of the head, soften the jaw. Come back to steady breath. Close the eyes. And just notice how when we experience a pose that's new or intense for us, that our whole body tends to tense up. So take this moment to really soften here, relax any tension patterns that are holding unnecessarily. Typically we feel this in the upper shoulders and the neck, or even in the hands of the feet. So allow them to just soften. And come back to your breath. Good, a few nice steady breaths here. Enjoy your forward fold. Forward fold helps to tap into our parasympathetic response. That is our rest and digest response. So take a moment and allow that to happen. Good. Root down through the feet on your next exhale. Inhale, lift all the way up to standing. Palms meet up over the head. Exhale, palms to heart center. Good, and you can stay facing the same direction that you're currently in, or you can turn to face me, whatever feels best to you. I'll face the camera so you can see me here. We're going to come into tree pose next. So first, make sure that you're feeling grounded here. So allow the feet to be hips width distance and parallel. And again, close the eyes here. So standing in Tadasana, palms face forward. And with the eyes closed, just sense if your weight is more on the left leg than the right leg. And if you find yourself leaning more towards one side or the other, find balance, find that center line. So so the weight is evenly distributed through the legs. And then lift all 10 toes up off the floor and find balance in the feet. So the heel and the front of the foot are equally weighted into the earth. The arches lift. Allow those spread toes to come back onto the floor. Gently shift your weight back towards your heels and then towards the fronts of your feet, towards your toes. Shift the weight back towards the heels and then front towards the toes. And then come directly balanced in the center between those two positions. Good. Gently open the eyes. Again, we're going to always focus before we balance on our eyes. So where do you want your eyes to focus? So for standing postures, it's helpful to pick a spot on the floor in front of you and begin to gaze gently at it. This is called drishti in yoga, eye focus. And again, when we allow our eyes to settle gently in one spot, it helps to automatically calm our nervous system, which in turn helps us balance even better. Good. With steady gaze, rootedness through our feet, you're going to slowly begin to shift your weight onto your right leg. Good. And for very beginners here, you're going to lift your heel up off the floor so your toes remain on the floor. And then you're going to just turn the toes out 45 degrees. You're going to shift your foot a little bit closer and then just rest your heel on the standing leg, on that right leg. Good. Option 2, the foot lifts. And so the weight of the left foot rests on the lower leg of the right foot. Option 3, that leg comes all the way up. Palms to heart center. Good. Again, gaze gently in front of you. Strong rootedness through the standing leg. Low belly pulls gently in and up. Good. Now interlace your fingers. And you're going to lift your arms up towards the sky. And you're going to rotate the palms towards the ceiling. Good. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2 is to look up at your hands. This will challenge your balance. Good. Stay rooted towards the center, towards the midline of the body. Foot presses into the standing leg. Standing leg presses back into that left foot. Good. If you fall out of the pose, just come right back. Good. On your next inhale, palms come back to heart center. I know it's challenging. Stay here. And if you want, try closing your eyes. Woo! That one's tough. If you're still staying with eyes closed, good for you, but gently open them. Bring both legs back to the floor. Close the eyes and once again reconnect to the breath. Let go of whatever happened or didn't happen. And find your balance through the feet. Again, shifting the weight forward towards the toes, back towards the heels. Find the center in between those 2 points. Good. And then focus your eyes gently at a spot in front of you on the floor. Again, the drishti, eye gaze, eyes focused, will help us balance. Okay, and then choose your position. For beginners, toes are on the floor, heel comes to the inner ankle. Option 2, lower foot rests on the lower leg. Option 3, foot lifts all the way up to the inner leg. You never want to rest your heel or foot on your knee. This will not feel good to that joint. Bring the palms together at heart center. And with a steady gaze, just notice if the balance is more challenging from one side to the other. This is often a sign that our cerebellum, which helps us balance, is a little out of balance and needs more help. So if you're noticing that one side is harder to balance than the other, you want to do a little bit more time on the more challenged side. So stay here or interlace the fingers, lift them up over your head. Good. Option again, look up towards the hands. Good. Gazing upwards, take a few breaths, pull the low belly in and up. Gently press the right foot into the left leg into the left foot. Find your center. Good. One more inhale here. And then exhale, palms come to heart center. Good. Focus the gaze one more time. We're almost done. And then try closing your eyes. Good. Lift the eyes back open. Release the foot if it's not already released. Come back to standing, Tadasana. Good. And take a moment to just shake it out. That was a lot of standing, I know. The legs get tired, but it's good practice. It's good to build the energy through the legs. Okay, come back to standing again. This time, bring your weight towards the right leg, and then lift the left knee up into the chest. Grab onto the shin. So if you don't have the opportunity to wrap your hands around your shin, you're going to use a belt. Wrap it around, or you're going to use a yoga strap if you have an official yoga strap. Either one works. So option 1, you're going to stay here. Option 2, with your left hand, you're going to reach down for your big toe. Bring the right hand to the right waist, and then straighten that leg out in front of you. Good, then stay here. Again, drishti, steady your gaze. Straighten both legs. Spine straight. Good. Take a nice inhale here. On your exhale, gently rotate that leg out to the side. If your knee is still bent, just allow the knee to rotate out. Keep holding. The right arm can come out as a counterbalance. Okay? Steady the gaze. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale. Bend the knee if it's not already bent. Release it to the floor. Whew, shake out the legs. Good. One more time. Opposite side. Shift the weight to the left leg. Bend the right knee. Hug it in towards the chest. Again, if you have your strap, use your strap. So stay here, or option 2, you can take your strap, wrap it around the bottom of your foot, and straighten the leg. If you don't have a strap, and you have the opportunity to grab your big toe with your peace fingers, do that. Bring the left hand to the left waist, and straighten the leg out in front of you. Good. Stay here. If the knee is still bent, that is still a wonderful place for you to be. There's still a lot to gain from that. Good. On your next exhale, gently rotate the leg out to the side. Again, left arm can come out as a counterbalance. And you're going to press the hand into the shin and the shin into the hand if you're grabbing on to your shin and the knee is still bent. Or your foot is pressing into your peace fingers. The peace fingers are pressing into the foot. Good. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, bend that knee. Relax back, standing. Shake it out. Good. And if you're not standing at the front of the mat, go ahead and gently rotate towards the front of the mat. Take a nice inhale, arms up. Exhale, both knees bend, chair pose. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head. Exhale, bring the hands towards the floor, straighten the legs, forward fold. Good. Inhale, lift halfway up, flat back. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Bring the feet out a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. Turn the heels in and the toes out 45 degrees. Squat down. Heels can lift off the floor if they need to. If your heel's on the floor, that's equally as good. Bring the palms together at heart center. Steady the gaze. Allow this pose to be grounding for you. Come back to the breath. Good. On your next inhalation, you're going to extend the arms out, gentle twist. Take a few breaths here. And inhale back to center, palms meet together at the heart. And exhale, opposite side. Good. Inhale back to center, palms come together. And exhale, this time you reach the arms way out in front of you and you sit as silently as you can onto your sitting bones. Legs come out in front of you. Take a nice inhale, wrap the arms around the shins, sit up nice and straight, and then exhale, gently bring the forehead to the knees, upright child's pose. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Soften the jaw, soften the eyes. Good. Inhale, lift the head back up. Walk your heels closer in towards your sitting bones. And then rock back until just your big toes are touching the floor. Pull your low belly in and up, engage the core. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift your legs straight and your arms up over your head. So inhale, legs lift, arms lift. And exhale, curl back in. Inhale, arms lift and legs lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arms lift, legs lift. Exhale, curl. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Good. Rock forward, allow the feet to come back to the floor. If you're not halfway on your sticky mat, go ahead and scoot up. And then exhale, gently roll all the way back to the floor. Good. Once you're on the floor, allow the body to rest for a few moments. Hug the knees into the chest. And gently rock from side to side. Good. Bring the arms out to your sides. Allow the palms to rest face down on the floor so your arms are making a T. Hug the knees into the chest as much as you can. Pull the low belly in and up. And gently bring the knees over to your right side so their knees are hovering over the floor. Then inhale, lift back up towards center. Exhale, shift opposite side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Good. Exhale, right. This time you stay. The legs all the way come to the floor. Palms flip up towards the sky. Good. Allow the body to fully surrender into the floor. Close the eyes. Relax the legs, relax the feet. If you feel like this is too much twisting for your spine, you want to support your legs with a pillow or a block underneath your knees. Good. Find a place that's comfortable for you and your body. And just soften. Come back to the rise and fall of the breath. Allow the breath to deepen. Allow the inhales to fill the whole torso. And the exhales gently release the air, allowing you to relax deeper and deeper into the floor. Staying here for one final inhale. And when you're ready with your inhale, come on back through center. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. And then bring the head back down to the earth. Spread the arms out once again, palms face up. Then exhale, twist to your left side. Again, allow the legs to come to a comfortable place for you. So if that means supporting your knees with a block or a bolster or pillows, whatever you have, just grab onto your props. And then close the eyes and allow the legs to fully relax. The feet relax, the palms relax. And your attention comes back to the breath. Slow, gentle inhales. And each exhale allows you to relax more and more into the floor. You soften with each exhalation. The eyes soften, the jaw softens. The belly lets go. And you surrender into the present moment, accepting what is, accepting exactly who you are in this moment. Gonna take one more full breath here, in and out. On your next inhale, gently find your way back towards center. Again, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead up to the knees for a nice little reset of the spine. And then exhale, relax the head and shoulders back down. Keep hugging the knees into the chest. Allow the hands to grab onto the right shin. Relax the left leg straight out in front of you. Bring the right knee gently to the outside of the right rib cage. Go ahead and circle that right ankle one way and then the other way. Good. Take one more and inhale and exhale here. And your next exhale, gently bring that left leg back up to meet the right. Hug the knees into the chest equally. And then switch legs. Hands come to the left shin. Right leg extends out onto the floor. The right knee comes gently to the outer rib cage. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, and then circle the left ankle one way, and then the opposite way. Good. Take one more breath in and out here. And on your exhale, release that left leg. Allow it to slide straight down onto the floor. Reach the arms up over your head. Take a nice full body stretch from your fingertips all the way out to your toes. And then exhale, release the arms by your sides, palms face up. The legs release any tension. The legs just flop out to the sides. Close your eyes and settle into Shavasana. Shavasana to me is the ultimate balancing pose. It's where we can really take the opportunity to slow down and surrender to the present moment. We take a moment to allow our gaze to soften. Our jaw softens. Our shoulders and neck release the tension. We release the tension in the arms and the hands. Our hands feel so nice and relaxed that we feel a little energetic tingle in the palms. We relax our spine, the muscles of our back. The chest and the heart softens. Our diaphragm gently expands with each inhalation, massaging our internal organs as we fully inhale and exhale. Our bellies soften. Our hips and our glutes let go. The tops of our legs soften. The bottoms of our legs soften. Our ankles relax. Our feet and our toes relax. And the feet relax so much that we feel a little tingle on the bottoms of our feet. And imagine little balls of light resting at the soles of the feet and in the palms of the hands. And just noticing how these 2 points allow us to experience the world around us. Just imagine these balls of light growing brighter, feeding you the energy that you need through the soles of the feet and the palms and the hands. This light energy enters these areas, moves up the legs and the arms, and fills the pelvic bowl and the torso. It goes all the way up to the head and our brain, feeding and transforming our cells with beautiful energy and light, allowing whatever positive change that you want to make come to fruition. Whether that's feeling more relaxed and open, more peaceful, more energized, whatever you need, this light feeds you and nourishes you on a deep cellular level. Allow this light to stay with you as you fully continue to rest in Shavasana, staying here for as long as you need, allowing it to replenish mind, body, and soul. Namaste.